From News Channel 15, winner of the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System Award for the nation's best community college TV station. You're watching News Channel 15 Tonight with Kyle Peach. This is News Channel 15 Tonight.
Hi, good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kyle Peach. Here's a look at what's happening. Ray Tate pled guilty Wednesday in Clinton County Court to a series of charges stemming from incidents after he killed Wayne County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Riley back in December of 2021. Tate entered a guilty plea at a pretrial hearing to the 2 counts of aggravated kidnapping, along with counts of home invasion and aggravated possession of stolen firearms. Those Clinton County charges are the result of Tate forcing his way into a rural Carlisle home with a man whose car he had carjacked and then held both the car driver and homeowner captive during a standoff with police. The 2 men ultimately were released unharmed. Tate was sentenced to 30 years in prison on each of those first 3 Clinton County offenses and 10 years in prison on the firearms charge. That ends the need for the jury trial there that was set to begin on Monday. Tate remains at the maximum security Menard State Penitentiary at Chester. He's serving a life sentence there without the possibility of parole for the murder of Deputy Riley. Meanwhile, 30-year-old Jordan Evans is a free man after a Wabash County jury found him not guilty of 3 felony counts yesterday related to an alleged altercation with an Illinois State Police trooper last year. WSJD reports that Evans was charged with aggravated intimidation and aggravated assault, armed violence as well, which carried a possible prison term of between 6 and 30 years. Trooper Adrian Meyer testified that on November 5th of last year, he was at the Wash and Go car wash on West 9th when Evans approached him and allegedly threatened and intimidated him verbally and aggressively displayed a hatchet attached to his pants. Meyer said that he and Evans knew each other from their school days in Lawrence County. Evans then testified he had approached Meyer at the car wash hoping to say hello to his wife, who he was friends with in school. Evans said the hatchet was laying in the car from a planned hiking trip. He claimed he never threatened Meyer in any way. The jury returned that not guilty verdict after about 30 minutes of deliberations. Evans was ordered to be released from custody. Now, in a separate case, Evans still faces felony charges of threatening a public official and calling a false alarm or complaint to 911, along with a misdemeanor assault charge. A pretrial conference on those charges set for November 25th. Flora police report that back on September 29th, they responded to the 500 block of East 3rd Street in Flora to a report of a domestic incident. WNOI says the adult male victim there suffered a serious head injury. Police investigated and an arrest warrant was issued for 24-year-old Jeffrey N. Wathen of Flora for aggravated domestic battery. Wathen was located on Tuesday of this week and was taken into custody without incident, taken to the Clay County Jail. WRUL reports that the Carmi City Council met on Tuesday. Citizens on Fair Street addressed the council about ditches encroaching onto their properties. A creek behind the homes on the south side of Fair Street is eroding and thus cutting into the backyards of those residents. City Attorney Greg Stewart said that the city doesn't have the legal authority to help and says if they were given that authority, it would still create a liability issue for the city, saying it was up to the residents to keep up their own property. Councilwoman Sheila Headley said she sided with the property owners. No action was taken. Meanwhile, the council tabled the Carmi Public Library roof project after opening bids. The low bid from Trico Roofing for $38,300. That matter was tabled, waiting on an insurance claim to be processed on the roughly 13-year-old roof. The council also approved the high bids received on several city-owned properties that were put up for sale by the city, and it approved opening a checking account for the Carmi Fire Department after the department received a $220,000 anonymous gift that will allow the department to purchase equipment needed for response to runs in the county, but within its territory. The Board of Trustees of Illinois Eastern Community College District met Tuesday night. Chancellor Ryan Gower shared the Illinois Community College Board's recognition letter and certificate that formally recognizes IECC through 2029. Chief Academic Officer Dr. Paul Brunsma provided information regarding the upcoming Higher Learning Commission reaffirmation of accreditation visit scheduled for December 2nd and 3rd. The board also approved the purchase of a Lincoln Electric Compact Virtual Welder from American Welding and Gas for $34,000, paid for with Perkins grant funding. Medical and dental insurance plans and premiums for 2025 were approved, renewing through Blue Cross Blue Shield at a flat rate. The board also approved a health savings account contribution of $1,000 for each eligible employee. The board approved paying for emergency repairs to the east roof of the Clements Elizabeth Cox Hall at Frontier. The board also approved the purchase of 2 new electric zero-turn mowers for Frontier for $42,000, purchased through the Illinois Green Energy Network. In personnel matters, the board approved employing Daryl Hanselman as interim head baseball coach at Alney Central, Jennifer Jennings as assistant director of Trio Upward Bound, and Jaden Pinkston as information systems technician at LTC. An annual bonus for MIT instructors was approved. The board also approved changes in title for Trio Support Services academic counselors to Trio Student Support Services academic advisors for Annie Langford, Caleb Camplain, Annie Matthews, and Cindy Smith. The resignation of Vanessa Lowe as a nursing instructor and Joseph Brown as truck driving instructor were approved, and the retirement of Pauletta Gullett as nursing instructor at Lincoln Trail was approved, effective at the end of the year, December 31st. Edwards County Treasurer Jennifer Thomason says that the second distribution for Edwards County has been completed of property tax dollars. 97% of taxes extended have been collected. Online payments may be made until midnight Friday, October 18th. That's 11:59 p.m. technically. Certified letters will be issued October 21st, after which a $10 fee will be applied to outstanding payments. Acceptable payment methods after the 21st include cash, money order, or cashier's check. Payments will be accepted through November 15th by 4 p.m. in preparation for the tax sale November the 20th. More to come tonight. A look at a warming weather forecast and lots of sports. We'll be right back.
Get scary great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. All month long, get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet starting at $299 a month, and a 2024 Durango now up to $10,000 off MSRP. Come in and get yours today. Get scary great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $10,000 off, and Ford Bronco Sport as low as $343 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day of surgery went like planned. Registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
Welcome back. Time to talk weather. A chilly start to the day. Another chilly one overnight tonight, but things are starting to warm up. We'll be in the 70s for highs this weekend. No rain to speak of on the local scan of radar tonight. Not expecting any rain anytime soon. Checking our almanac, 64 degrees, our high temperature this afternoon, following that chilly morning low here at our Wabash Valley College studios of 36 degrees. Some areas got even cooler than that. We missed a record though by about 6 degrees or so. Not going to see much here. Here's the forecast map for the next few days, and again, not a lot to see here. You may see a few passing clouds every once in a while, but we're not going to deal with any kind of precipitation, although our next chance of rain could be coming in sometime early next week, albeit a very, very slight chance of precipitation. Your forecast map for tonight, looking for clear skies. Another chilly night, but not as cold. Overnight lows will be in the upper 30s instead of the low 30s across the area. 37 to 38 generally. As we look at your forecast map for Friday, sunshine, high temperatures into the upper 60s. Some areas might flirt with 70 tomorrow. And then Friday night, clear, again, not as cold, talking about low 40s primarily, a few upper 30s north of Highway 50, but still warming a little bit. And then back into the 70s everywhere, we think, on Saturday, low 70s with plenty of sunshine as we start the weekend. Weekend does look great. Into the 70s, continuing to warm, up to 76 on Monday. Our one chance of rain right now, about a 20% chance, looks to come with the passage of a front on Tuesday, but still sunshine in the forecast that day as well. 75 Wednesday, up to 77, and then cooling back to 72 Thursday. A pretty good looking week shaping up across the area. That's weather. Sports is next. Stay with us.
I'm Elijah Hadrow with the Mount Carmel Fire Department.
And I'm David James, president of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
Did you know that working smoke alarms can significantly reduce the risk of dying in a home fire? Taking just a few seconds each month to test your smoke alarms can make a life-saving difference. Simply press the test button to ensure they're working properly, and don't forget to follow the manufacturer's instructions for regular cleaning to keep your alarms in top condition.
You receive a box that reads "Open to avoid penalties." Then get a text message saying suspicious activity was detected on your bank account with the link they want you to click on. Banks never ask that.
If a stranger handed you a package and said, "Trust me, just open it," that'd be strange, right? Opening an unexpected text and clicking on a link should feel just as suspicious. October is National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and the First National Bank is sharing several tips and tricks to fight against fraud on their Facebook page. So be sure to follow along.
Welcome back. It's time to talk sports. Lots of it tonight. The Mount Carmel Lady Aces golf team is set to begin its quest for yet another state championship. They tee off tomorrow. The team left today for the Red Tail Run golf course in Decatur. They played a practice round this morning. The 36-hole state final is played Friday and Saturday. Here's a look at Friday's tee times for the Lady Aces. Miranda Kennard tees off at 9:24 a.m. tomorrow. Elise Swanson follows at 9:33. Ava Brummagem at 9:42. Miley Kennard tees off at 9:51. Zimmy Moore fires off at 10 a.m. and Emily Gottman at 10:09. The Aces are paired with players from University High School in Chicago, Rockridge High School in Taylor Ridge, and Springfield's Sacred Heart Griffin. Now, individually, Salem's Maya Russell and Jaron Harmon will also be competing there. On the boys' side, Carmi's Aiden Willis and Hamilton County's Ethan Kessler compete at the 1A final at Prairie Vista in Bloomington, and Olney's Aiden Nealis will be at the 2A final at Wybring Golf Course in Normal. Friday's weather in that region, sunshine at 9 a.m., temperature at 50 degrees. It'll head up to a high of around 70. Best of luck. We'll keep you posted on their progress. Here's the Week 8 high school football schedule now for you tonight. In the Little Illini Conference tomorrow night, it's the game of the year in the LIC. Undefeated Casey is at undefeated Olney. The winner, likely the LIC Conference champ. Meanwhile, Marshall is at Mount Carmel. Lawrenceville is at Newton. Robinson at Paris. We'll have that Mount Carmel game for you live on our YouTube page. And in the Black Diamond, El Dorado's at Carmi. Edwards County visits CZR. Hamilton County's at Fairfield, and Johnston City's at Cesar-Valier. In a non-league game, Flora hosts St. Louis TDW Academy. And in another non-league matchup, Red Hill is at Massac County tomorrow night. Boys soccer regionals continued yesterday at the Massac County Regional. Pinckneyville beat Vienna 4-1. That sets up the Final Four. Saturday, the 2-seed Murfreesboro meets the 10th seed Pinckneyville, and 3rd seed host Massac County will meet 8th seed Mount Carmel Saturday. Tuesday is that championship match. At the Hillsboro Regional, the Final Four set there for Saturday. Top seed Hillsboro meets 7th seed Pana. 4th seed Newton will take on the 6th seed Greenville. Championship there also next Tuesday. And in 2A, Olney hosts a regional, but they'll travel to Salem Friday for the quarterfinal matchup. Salem, the higher seed. Action then shifts back to Olney for the rest of the tournament. Semifinals begin next Tuesday. The tournament wraps up a week from Saturday. High school girls volleyball yesterday, just one score. NCOE beats Mount Carmel at the Hilltop, the final 2-0 there. College volleyball yesterday, Wabash Valley beats Frontier at home 3-1. And in women's college soccer yesterday, Wabash Valley falls on the road. They lose at Motlow State 4-1. Another chance for you to watch that Mount Carmel versus Casey football game from last Friday night comes your way tonight at 7 and 11. And we'll be back tomorrow night for more news. Kyle Peach from all of us at News Channel 15. Have a great night.